Attention. Go. Class is now in session. Education. Information. Informative to oneself. Young black boy. History. Past. Present.
Can't stop, ma. You ain't got time. Erase my mind, but still I shine, and it gets to me. But thinking about our history, they took away our books. Now everything seems like a mystery. Oh, we went from having gold to being sold. Now we fighting for the right to save our souls. Just remember, we're still mad ill. They kill Emmett Till. If we all stand together, we create Black Shield.
Education of 146,000 days, 400 years, mysterious tears, scars bound to stay. Culture stolen, reprimanded, names stolen away. Revolutionist movement came because this was bound to change. Chains, shackled, obtained, pronounced slaves. Separation of families and crucified in the rain. Brainwashed to believe there was no hope to attain. Then we staged the war and the victory we have claimed. Black education, artillery, know your history. Because an ignorant soul is only a mystery. One hand, one soul, one stand, one goal. United as one army and divided if we fold. Black shields, new mission. Black shields, one vision. Black shields, reliving. Black shields, the times we living in. Because it was MLK, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and the rest who all paved the way. Digest, materialized education of our emancipation, proclamation of our freedom in the sacred pages. Inform yourself of the movement and its many stages. Don't take this biased respect to all different races. Just educate self of all the many different phases. Black shields, black love must improve our situation.
Can't stop, ma. You ain't got time. Erase my mind, but still I shine, and it gets to me. I'm thinking about our history. They took away our books. Now everything seems like a mystery. We went from having gold to being sold. Now we fighting for the right to save our souls. Just remember, we're still mad ill. They kill Emmett Till. If we all stand together, we create Black Shield. Can't stop, ma. You ain't got time. Erase my mind, but still I shine, and it gets to me. We're thinking about our history. They took away our books. Now everything seems like a mystery. We went from having gold to being sold. Now we fighting for the right to save our souls. Just remember, we're still mad ill. They kill Emmett Till. If we all stand together, we create Black Shield. Cotton fields to the bill, Saints in New Orleans. I'm here to tell you about a legacy that has been stolen. Actually, this is a message. If they laugh at me, I spit something that shake their ass about an apathy. My elders told me age 7, get your education. You gotta take it, son. They ain't gonna give you reparations. I did that college shit and now I'm spitting knowledge on another continent. I'm blasting off like I'm a rocket ship. Fred Hampton, Huey P. Remember Stephen Biko, Patrice Lumumba, and Kwame Nkrumah for the people. Nat Turner, David Hill, even Bobby Seale. I bet Malcolm X and Martin, they dreamed of Emmett Till. Revolution of self, elevate the mind state. Boost up the reading score, down with the crime rate. Clown with the nouns great, profound and it sound great. Marching all in unison until we make the ground shake. One love, one stance, one God, one aim. Reverse mental conditioning until we all become sane. Whenever you say something real, they always coming after you like Dracula. Still say unify the diaspora. Senegal to Detroit, Eskimos and the Haitians. Compton to Berlin, Hawaii to the Bayesians, to Europeans and Asians. Patient, staging a worldwide city and listen, Black Shield, new mission. Can't stop
mine. Hey, top of the top. Happy Malcolm Tuesday to y'all. You know, it seems like we back on schedule with these top of the top with King Phillip on a Tuesday. Intimate. Well, first of all, let me go ahead and kick off this disclaimer real fast. You know, you tapped into the top of the top with King Phillip, where we talk about the issues that we see within our community that we're not supposed to talk about. And the minute we start talking about those issues, that's when folks in our own community come and start attacking us. Instead of looking at ways that they can change these issues that we are talking about, they get into attack mode and want to start robbing. All right. I ain't have to do a whole lot of research to back up my claims of what I'm saying. I'm seeing everything that I've been through, everything that I see, you know, gives me the credibility to talk about these conversations. I'm also saying too, if you feel some kind of way, please take the time to reevaluate why what was said made you feel that way. Again, you ain't gotta, I can't wait to get Phillip a piece of my mind, because Phillip is not going to care. All right, I said what I said and I meant it. All right. Let's go ahead and do our quick little run through. If you have not done so, go ahead and check out our website, makeachessmove.org. We are on all things social at Malcolm303. You cannot miss us. All right. Check us out on our Facebook.com/Malcolm303. Twitter thing, /Malcolm303. Instagram thing, Twitter thing, /Macam303. Pinterest thing, /Macam303. And we got our YouTube channel, /C /Macam303. All right. If you have a business that you want us to plug, you know what I mean, go ahead and DM that link, you know what I mean, so we can go ahead and plug you. Shout out to East End Visions _apparel. You know what I mean? On the IG, holla at them, see what they got booming. Holla at Gems for Queens, you know what I mean? On the IG, see what they got booming. Check out my man B with the In-Game Associations on the IG. Check out what they doing. And holla at the homegirl Body Love Vital on the IG to check out what she doing. All right. What has brought me here this morning? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We have folks who are dying, getting killed. All right. In the worst ways. And then we have their homies. All right. This is where we're at. Then we have their homies who tattoos their name on their face. Tattoos their homie's name who had just got killed on their face. But this is the crazy part. You know, homie got a legacy that he left behind. He got children and all that he left behind. But I'm saying all that to say, where in the books, where in any kind of common sense, where in any kind of anything does it say you can tattoo the nigga's name on your face but not tap in with their children? They got legacy out here. They got babies out here. And the best that y'all can do is tattoo the name of y'all's dead homie on y'all's face. You ain't gotta every day walk the kids to school. You ain't gotta every day find a meal for the kids to feed. You ain't gotta pay rent every day, every month for the baby kids' moms, for the kids' mothers. You ain't gotta do none of that shit. But if y'all was real life homies, why are y'all not tapping in just to check in to see how his babies are doing? Dug a little deeper. Y'all want to get tattoos on y'all's face, and nigga ain't even fuck with y'all like that. Let's see how that shit work. But that's not what brought me here today. You know, I just wanted to get that out because that's some cornball ass shit that I've ever seen or heard of. You know what I mean? And it's very, very, very suspect, honestly. All right. But to each his own. I ain't gonna tell you not to get another nigga's name tattooed on your face, cornball. You know what I mean? That's some, if there hasn't been anything else more cornballish, is that. All right. So now let's bring it back, reel this thing back in. Let's talk about you know, I love the fact that that the environment that I grew up in, you know, I seen early who I was and how that environment wasn't conducive to me. All right. We're talking about crabs in a barrel right now. We're talking about crabs in a barrel. You know, I know y'all heard that you know, the whatever is called, you know, the story about crabs in a barrel. You know what I mean? Like, one crab almost get to the top and then another one pull him back down. Another one get to the top, the other one pull him back down. You know, everybody trying to get out. But with everybody trying to get out, you're always going to end up pulling somebody back down with you trying to get out, being on your mission. I know everybody heard the analogy of the crabs in a barrel. All right. My question is, where did that analogy come from? How is that how has that been such an influence? I'm gonna even put it that such an influence in the black and brown in the black community, more specifically, to the point where, I mean, black folks, they are trying to reach up top. They're trying to reach some level of success, but at the same time, they're not reaching down to pick one up. They're looking down and kicking just to make sure that the other niggas don't come up with them. You know what I mean? The crabs in the barrel, crabs are not supposed to be in a barrel, first of all. Crabs are not supposed to be in a barrel, first of all. All right. Of course, they're gonna show their ass. Of course, it's only natural. It's only instinct, survival, self preservation. You understand it? Now let's talk about you gangsters, you gangbangers, you new millennium attention seeking. I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but let's talk about y'all. Now, gang banging, again, that gang culture is not conducive to who we are as Black folks. Whoever told us that it was lied. So with it not being conducive to how we are supposed to live, that got us in the point to where we are out there killing folks, where we are out there getting killed, where we are out there not making our next move our best move. That gang banging culture is not conducive to what we are supposed to be doing, to what we and how we're supposed to be living. That is not the move. That is not the vibe. So, of course, again, just like crabs, just like the crabs y'all niggas is, just like the crabs that y'all gangbangers are, y'all continue to pull each other down till nobody can see the light. That's why there's never been any successful gangbangers, never been any successful drug dealers. And I'm talking about no jail time. I'm talking about gray beards, gray heads. Who's old, who's been successful in that element? What is success in that element truly look like? What is that? I mean, do it look like you got all the money in the world but can't spend it? What does it truly look like that you have people looking for you? What does it look like that you can't sleep good at night? That you got all the money in the world? What does it look like? I'm just asking because at the end of the day, you know, again, with the analogy, the crabs in the bucket, crabs in the barrel, you know what I mean? With the Crips out here showing their ass. It go hand in hand. You know, we're not supposed to be doing and moving these ways, this type of way. And at the same time, we don't have anybody within that element, within that realm, trying to show the youngins how to move in that realm. We got the old heads who just want to put a sack into these babies' pockets, into these babies' hands, and get them locked up type of shit. We got these old heads who's getting out, just trying to build themselves a team type of shit to, like, nigga, sit your old ass down, go get a job somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. And these is family members who's putting their nieces and nephews, trying to put their nieces and nephews on. Family. Some of y'all's gang banging homies is y'all's family. Why would you bring your family into a fucked up environment? Why would you bring your family into an environment that don't have a way out of it? You know, they say some things aren't meant for us to understand, and that is by far the truest thing that I've heard, because I am truly dumbfounded by some of this shit that's happening out here. And it's to the point of, you know, I'd be sitting up here wondering and asking myself, how did it get to this point? How did it get to this point? Then I thought I dug a little deeper. And again, we got a whole lot of missing elements. Uh-oh. Dang, made a whole mess. We got a whole lot of missing elements. Missing elements in our community. And what I mean by missing elements, we are missing black men, we are missing black and brown men who are supposed to be in our community to keep this shit straight. A lot of these black and brown men are locked up or dead. A lot of these black and brown men is trying to gangbang. So therefore, they have no true leadership. They have no guidance. So they're going off of what they know, which is nothing. But let them tell it. They're going to say, this is all I've ever known. This is all you've ever been taught. This is all you've ever been shown. That is not all you know. I'm never one to I'm never one to downplay a situation that shouldn't be downplayed. And you know, with especially without solutions, you know what I mean? And a big part of the solution that we're missing again is the black and brown men that's locked up. So I even, you know, took it a step further, you know, because we have a Macam program right now that's running inside of Sterling correctional facilities. All right, we're getting ready to get another Macam program running inside the Crowley, whatever it is, correctional facility. You know what I mean? Where we have another youth who've been through our program locked up right now and see, you know, clearly everything. Man, it's crazy how they get into these situations and now they have a revelation. They have an epiphany. They see shit for what it is now instead of seeing the bullshit for what it was when they were in it. But again, it's hard to see the shit when you're in the shit. You know what I mean? It's hard to know shit stink when that's all you've been smelling your whole life. It's shit. The shit's natural. You know, bees don't spend time trying to convince flies why honey is better than shit. Let me run that back one more time. Bees do not spend time, don't waste their time trying to convince flies why honey is better than shit. And I'm just saying, like, these guys out here, they want shit. They want shit. They don't care about nothing that's sweet. They don't care about anything that's gonna bring more shit to them. They want the shit. That could be but why? You know, there's a reason why they want shit. And why? Instead of something sweet, instead of something that's not why? I don't know. I have no idea. Do they think the shit is not shit? I have no idea. None whatsoever. But again, that's not for me to figure out. You know, I'm gonna just keep it moving without a doubt. I use my noggin to get me out of situations without hesitating. You know, still bringing home the bacon without it involving Satan. And a lot of y'all just love to try to bring home the bacon by any means necessary. When I clearly, you know, a little poem, you know what I mean? When I said without it, you can bring home the bacon without it involving Satan. You can still do that. A lot of these dudes who hustle, it's the same principle into the actual real world. You know, if you got a hustle mentality, if you can grit, then you shouldn't only be able to hustle and push a product that's going to get you locked up. You should be able to pick up anything. You should be able to create anything, to create a product and make it so that anybody who want it, everybody will want it. You should make it so that you got the best product out here. And I'm not talking about dope. I'm not talking about anything illegal. For example, Macam, make a chess move. I love chess. I play chess. Chess is my product. Macam is my product. I don't serve the community. I don't look for the community to pay for Macam. That's not the wave. All right. That's me serving bot for bot. That's not going to hit it right there. I serve, my clientele is schools, my clientele is districts, my clientele is libraries, recreation centers, other nonprofits. You know, those are my clientele. That's who we get to pay for the program so that those in the community can receive it. We had to back up what we were doing. Again, I'm a hustler. I know men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. I had to figure out how to back up what we was doing. So we came up, I got my data, you know, I had my questions. I found out that just knowing how to play chess helps students improve their grades and behavior in and out of school. I did all that research. Again, I'm a gritter. I got that shit in my spirit. I've always had an authority problem. I was never a big fan of working for somebody else. So I had to do this. I knew that the other way wasn't going to work for me. So with me getting this product, with me doing my research, with me trying to find my numbers, so I don't just go with them off of the head, telling them how I feel and my passion. I had my chess data. That proves over 25, almost 30 years worth of data. And then I have my own Macam data that proves that what we're doing with Macam, make a chess move, is actually working. Students' grades were improving. Attendance was improving. Outside behavior, outside referrals, anything like that, in-school referrals was decreasing. I backed up what I was saying. I backed it up. We backed it up. So now people don't have to come to me. I don't have to go out to try to see if, let me see if Manuel want Macam in there. They know what we do. If they want it, they're going to reach out to us at this point. They're reaching out to us at this point. So again, let me back that up too, because I'm seeing a whole lot of dudes, a whole lot of you Crips, a whole lot of you gangbangers, a whole lot of you hustlers, you know what I mean, are trying to do that. They're trying to come out with businesses, a lot of them clothes, shirts, you know what I mean, little Gildan, y'all want to charge $50 for a Gildan, all right? That y'all want to charge $50 for a shirt for to support. Get a better quality shirt. Get a better quality product. You can't push out no boo-boo and expect high grade money. A lot of y'all are pushing shit and expecting high grade money. Y'all stitching on y'all's clothing is not the wave. But we seeing what y'all doing. It's good that y'all trying and pushing it, but at the same time, what are y'all doing to get back to the community? If you selling shirts instead of serving bops, is you giving back to the community, then we appreciate you. We appreciate you. But if you selling shirts to try to get your drug career off the ground, fuck you. You ain't shit, put. You ain't shit, put. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. But a lot of y'all out here trying to sell shirts and stuff like that and clothes and stuff. But I'm like, what is the end goal? For you to get rich? How are y'all giving back to the community? How's all the shirts that y'all are selling going to decrease the gang violence? How's all the shirts that y'all are selling going to put the elements that we're missing in our community back into the community? Or just give the community the leverage that it needs to give them the leverage that it needs to see through the bullshit. Give them the leverage to see that they're standing in bullshit. Then they'll understand. Then they'll see clearly. Again, that's just my opinion. They may not see clearly, and that, again, is okay. All right. But for the most part, when it comes down to, when it comes down to the crabs in a barrel, we haven't seen any other way. We haven't seen how Black folks are supposed to uplift other Black folks. We haven't seen that. We haven't seen how effective uplifting in our community is supposed to be done, because we see too many Black folks getting it and getting out, not even looking back. All right, cornballs. We see too many Black folks rising up and not even looking down to lift the next one up. But they want all the handshakes, all the love, all the welcoming once you make it up there. And once they see that they're not going to get none of that because you had to scrape, you had to scratch, you had to pull your own way up instead of getting a hand up from them, not a hand out, a hand up. You can't feel no way. You can't feel no way. You don't have the authority to feel no way because you didn't do anything to help that person come up. So when it's a fuck you attitude towards you, when they send you a fuck you attitude, you take that. You welcome that. All right. You welcome that fuck you, because that's what it is. You know what I mean? And again, is that problematic? We're talking about Black folks telling other Black folks, fuck you, because you didn't help me get up to where you are. So I had to get up my own self and surpass you. So it's fuck you. Is that problematic? Is that problematic? These are all, again, coming back down to the crabs in the barrel mentality. Once a crab get out the barrel, he don't help the next crab out. So when the next crab get out the barrel, that crab is mad at the first crab that made it out because they ain't do nothing. They ain't lift a hand up. Man, this goodness. Is there a win? Is there a win? What is conducive to us? What are we supposed to be doing more of and less of? Again, that's me. We're supposed to be doing more serving, more and less selfish shit. We serve. God has put us on this planet to serve. And a lot of us are serving our own selves. Therefore, not getting nearly as far as you want because you're not serving a bigger picture and you're not truly serving how you're meant to serve. But this shit's on stretch. I can't believe these niggas was coming after me talking about they beards was longer than mine. Stop coming after me, man. I don't nobody care if y'all's little beards is long. Just because you can finally grow one. I salute you. Crabs in the barrel. There's no competition this way. You don't compete where you don't compare. There's no competition this way. I'm always trying to uplift the next person. I'm always trying to bring the next person up with me. But at the same time, I'm not going to be dragging and pulling you. I'm not going to be exerting too much of my energy trying to uplift you. No, that's not how it works. If you can't put in the energy that's expected of you, If you're just gonna continue to take, then I'm move a little differently. I'm gonna move a little differently. I just had to tell, two people this year who I was working with last year, who wasted my time on many occasions last year, that, I should have said something last year about wasting my time, because I don't move. I love my time. My time is very, very precious to me. You don't get time back. Time is very, very scarce. All right. So I let them know that I'm not going to be working with them no more. And that's fine. I ain't do nothing wrong. I tried to support. Some people you can't support. Everybody is not meant to come with you. They still gonna go. They still gonna make it, but everybody is not meant to come with you. All right. And that is the goal. That is the mission. And, that's all I got for y'all today. You know what I mean? If every Macam member was just like me, what would this world be? Intimate. That's how we roll. Peace.